This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Hey, yo.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dudes paid in full, gunning to be the best.
We're wrestlers in a wrestling ring. Let's just freaking wrestle.
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on Automatic.com, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else you may find this fine idea recording it live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We're talking about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. If I did this show yesterday, I would not be this fucking peppy. Not because the wrestling was bad. Far from it. The wrestling was pretty good. The 4 hours, actually the whole 4 hours, even WWE showed up to work. I got a fucking headache. And I don't know how. But goddamn. Fuck. It's the changing of the seasons. You know, we're officially in fall. I'm just glad I had sleep and Tylenol on hand. My name's Matty Jay, that is TWK, by the way.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited. Also, Chala. Hey, Chala.
We'll get to that in a minute. Joining us, as always, Shintigercurl.
Hello, I'm Shintigercurl, and the podcast we'll be running is the Wrestle-Cast. On the couch is Matty Jay and TWK. Say hi, fellas.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
And this will be a glitchless run of the Wrestle-Cast. Should take us about two and a half hours, and we're gonna start in when Matty does his first botch. So in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Broken Infinite. There's your botch. There we go. Start the time. Wow, I didn't know GDQ was back this soon.
I was just on a GDQ kick this week.
Fair.
So.
Nothing better than nothing worse or nothing better than benching some good old GDQ goodness.
Yep.
That's for sure. What have you been watching actually?
Mostly just some older GDQ, and just because I've been binge watching some of Arcus's old playthroughs.
Ah, okay.
And actually, Carcinogen actually started doing live streams, so he live streamed himself playing Resident Evil 1. No saves, no damage.
Ooh, that's a
Okay,
category.
no damage, so he's avoiding all the zombies.
I think this was all kills too.
So he is actively going into zombies and killing them all.
I have to ask, is this OG Resident Evil or remake?
He's done both. He's done no kills, no damage for both OG and remake.
Okay, if he does no kills, then that means if he does all kills, though, that means he would also have to worry about the Crimson Heads.
He's done both.
Yeah.
All kills and no kills.
I think I saw one of his runs with all of them, just all of them, Crimson Heads and all.
Yeah. Carcinogen is a beast.
Hey, this is speed running. You go into a speed run thing, and you just know that there will be salt. There will be points of run killing things, and then there we have that one god run that makes you happy. You follow speedrunners. I follow Mitch Firepower. I know the frustration he gets through.
Ditto.
That fucking that early hammer manipulation is what that is.
Speaking of frustration,
running on that.
I was watching Runaway Guys yesterday. I watched their playthrough most recently of Super Mario Party, and there was salt.
Yeah, well, it's a Mario Party game.
No, Super Mario Party, Mario Party Superstars.
Oh, fuck.
And they're able to do it because that game apparently has perfect internet.
That's one way to do it.
Looks like I know what I'm doing after the show.
Well, I know what I'm doing. It's Tsunami, but yeah, for you, that sounds like the perfect evening. That's a nightcap right there.
No, what Shane's going to do is he's going to teach his nephews a lesson.
No, they're on punishment.
Oh.
Next time then.
Mm-hmm.
Soon.
So,
all right, you might have noticed we're not talking about wrestling, so no clip. We don't have a clip this week. I, like I said, headache yesterday, and I just did not feel like producing a clip of the week, though. There was some good stuff. Just this week was more focus on let's do a lot of wrestling, though. If there would have been a clip of the week, the Bloodline and Sami Zayn would have been that, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that when we get a chance to talk about Fed. We're going to have to because Bray Wyatt's teasing shit again.
But before we get to that,
yeah,
we have the biggest news of the week.
We have winners and losers. Oh, yeah, what is the biggest news of the week?
The fact that in a month and a half's time, approximately, we're finally getting it. Survivor Series War Games!
This was literally Monday, Tuesday, early in the week, right there. And at first, I'm like, oh, wow, that was a very good Photoshop logo. No, that's the official fucking logo. What? Holy shit. Now, okay. It's still a rebuild. Because, yeah, we get War Games, but we have to suffer through Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns. And Saudi blood money, so yeah, most of us are probably not going to watch it, but...
Gotta eat your broccoli before you can have your chocolate.
Yeah, this is like all this green bullshit, and then, as Jon Stewart would say, my dessert. And to be fair, Logan Paul, the last 2 times he did okay. Roman Reigns, we'll make sure he does okay, and then it'll be 10 minutes of him fucking up Logan Paul, and there are some sick fucks out there who just want to see Logan Paul die. Hi, I'm one of them.
I just want to know.
Fuck the Paul brothers.
Who are those people out there that actually believe Logan Paul is going to win? Like, why would anyone believe that?
Those you commonly refer to as marks, D-Dub.
Must be members of his so-called low gang.
Yeah. These are the people who think, he's going to be Logan 2 belts in Saudi, yay! And I'm like... No, you're about to feel the same pain you did when you saw that dumb fuck in that goddamn forest in Japan. It's going to suck. You're going to squirm. And we're going to be over here eating the popcorn. Because Logan Paul is big in Saudi, he says, huh?
Oh, yeah, apparently this match was requested by the Prince.
Wait, what? Legit?
Yeah, the Prince wanted Logan Paul in the title match.
That's legit?
According to
you know what I have to do now.
We have to, yeah.
I got no choice now.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
It is I, the great Prince Saudi Arabia. Where is Vince McMahon?
Oh, you no one told him, huh? Yeah, he retired.
What? What is this? What do you mean?
He retired. He left.
Yes, now I'm in charge.
Yeah, it's him.
Yes. And who are you?
I am Triple H, multi-time world champion. Now I run the company.
Oh yes, I remember you now. You faced Pig Farmer in Pigpin match. It was very entertaining. Yes.
Hey, better than nothing, Trips. Better than nothing.
I suppose you would know that one.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
Okay. I want this for main event of Crown Jewel.
Shit. We still gotta do these things. Okay, fair. Okay, cool.
Okay.
What do you got?
You put the butts in seats. Have Tribal Chief Roman Reigns face
okay. Off to the good start.
He would fight against very talented man. I liked him at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Oh, yes. You must be talking about Rey Mysterio. Yes, he was very entertaining.
No, I do not. No, I do not like him. He went first into trailer in WCW. I remember him. He is not the champion material. Not for Tribal Chief. No.
Okay, who else you got?
Biggest star, guaranteed, will put money and butts in seats in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, you're obviously thinking of a rematch we could fit Edge in there. We could fit him in there.
Yeah, Edge would be perfect.
No, not Edge. No, not Edge.
Really? You know what? He's not wrong. He's still involved with the Judgment Day, and he just kayfabe got Pillmanized. So, yeah, fair.
Okay, this is the greatest star in your company. Will make you very much monies.
Time. No, you want the rematch. You want the rematch from Cardiff. You're that salty. Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns 2. Perfect.
Who is Drew McIntyre?
Scottish fellow. Has a big fuck off sword.
Oh, you mean man who was in 3MB?
TW wanna?
Okay, who do you want? Just lay it on us.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw him on the YouTube. He is a great man. He's a great wrestler. You will love him. Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul.
Wait, what?
Yes, Logan Paul, Logang, all of that stuff. Pokemon cards. Yes, very big here in Saudi Arabia.
You know what? You know what, Trips? He could have said much. He could have said another dead guy.
Why did I have to be the sober member of the clique?
And Card Junkie Mansoir. You got to do it right. It's maximum male. It's Mansoir. And Marseille. Anyway. And JC, sorry, Prince, Matt Cardona left the company. Oh, you're talking about Zack Ryder. And doing much better, by the way, but that's another story. But you know what? I said it last week. I don't know. Have we discussed this last week?
Yeah, we discussed.
We did. Okay.
Yeah, but the one going back to Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Triple H noted in the interview that he did, this will not be SmackDown versus Raw. This is going to be actual storylines for the men and the women for these matches.
Hey, all you need is a fourth member for someone to join Damage Control. That's one half of a women's War Games right there.
And
if you want to go that route.
Of course, the island of relevancy, the Bloodline, they already have more than enough members.
And good Lord, for a second, it looked like Jey Uso was going to have the time of his life being the crap out of Sami Zayn. Got the old Bloodline shirt off. Nope, Roman gave him a new shirt. And he's officially part of the Bloodline as the honorary Uso. And Jey Uso looks at him going, "Come on, man! I want to beat him. I want to murder him. I want to murder him, folks." Yeah. I know we're supposed to talk about War Games, and I'm still marking out for that. But I'll say I just want to get this out of my head because it's probably the only time I'm going to get a chance to say this. The minute they pull the trigger on this, Pete Quinnell said it's going to be Sami Zayn taking the belts off Roman. And I'm like,
if Cody wasn't there, it looks like it could lean that way.
Could lean that way, but I'll say this: if it's not, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, feud of the year contender.
Yeah, I gotta say, if they do go the route of separating the titles and Cody goes after Seth, then Sami after Roman would be the next best thing for him.
And again, a lot of people are gonna say, but what about The Rock? First off, nothing's confirmed yet.
The Rock, Hollywood could just offer him a movie on a dime. He'd be like, okay, peace.
Yeah.
Because, they're going to pay him infinitely more money than Triple H ever could. Ever.
And they're in a position where if The Rock could wrestle and they got the money, he could. But he is worth a shitload of money.
On top of that,
last time he wrestled, the last two times he wrestled, he got hurt. And the one squash match at Dallas doesn't count.
And here's the thing. That was over a decade ago now.
Yeah.
He's older, which means he's probably more susceptible to getting hurt.
2020 was probably the best shot at it. No, 2021. Last year was probably the best shot at it when they were supposed to be in LA, but the pandemic puts everything back a couple of years.
Yeah, they would get The Rock, but I have a feeling Hollywood executives would sabotage that WrestleMania match with one simple thing: buying a front row ticket for Kevin Hart.
I Oh, Jesus Christ.
And instead of him
Yeah.
wrestling Roman, he would spend the entire match just jaw-jacking with Kevin Hart in the front row.
It's literally that scene in The Simpsons. Dredrick Tatum's shooting the shit with somebody, with Charlie Sheen. Like, come on, break it up, you two. And he starts beating you crap out of someone else. It would literally be that. No, if it's The Rock, take the belts off him. But it's obvious they want to keep the belts off on Roman for at least until Mania. So I'm still of the belief put both belts on Cody, then split them. But that is speculation at that point. War Games.
Yep. I think we can all agree that Damage Control and Bloodline are going to be the heel teams heading into those matches.
Yeah.
Damn Skippy.
If it's 4-on-4, you got the entire Bloodline with Sammy and Paul ringside playing coaches, and on the women's side, there's a few other blanks to fill out, but storyline driven, Damage Control being the new thing. I'm sorry, Damage Control. I know it's Control, but it's Control because they have the key. Another Simpsons joke. I say effing Control Alt esque. Where's the any key?
By the way, I love the fact that we're actually getting storylines and rivalries heading into Survivor Series this year. And it's not just Red Shirt Army versus Blue Shirt Army for the millionth time in a row with nothing on the line.
I'm telling you, folks, some of you sleeping until WrestleMania season, I don't blame you. And I'm not going to change your minds, but I'm following this stuff right now, even on the side, because I still do the Parliament of Geeks on Monday with the guys, of course, with the watch party, and of course, the occasional stream. Yeah, so it's keeping up even in the background, on Raw, even in the background. 3 hours is way too fucking long still, but some fun shit building.
Yep.
Speaking of stuff that's building, how about that White Rabbit?
Wow. A lot of people are salty on SmackDown thinking, oh, where is he? He's here. White Rabbit by Jefferson Airship, that's playing in the background of every live show during the commercial break. You got these cryptic videos. One on Monday that advertised the SmackDown thing was a Hangman game. Not literally Hangman, like the Hangman with the Wheel of Fortune. And then you have this week was just said that like a puzzle, a maze puzzle with a red door on it, and strange coordinates, which leads to the location of Raw on Monday, which is in Edmonton. So that's a thing, and a lot of people saying it's Bray. I'm not confirming or denying. I don't. Your guess is as good as mine, folks. But if I had some money to put on it, put it on Bray.
I will say this. One interesting thing is, aside from, of course, the text being in the video the same used in his merchandise, another interesting tidbit is that in the last month, WWE took away all of Bray's music off Spotify.
Which they haven't before up until a month ago. So, and it's strange QR codes that pop up in random places, like there on SmackDown, for example. Hit Row was holding a party, and there would be TVs, and the QR code just barely popped up for 2 seconds. Blink and you miss it kind of type stuff.
I do like how they're building this up to where they're keeping all their cards close to the chest. They haven't even said anything. They haven't even told anyone else. It's just those in the know, and everyone else, shh.
It's literally, it's as if Triple H saw what Tony Khan is doing and said, hey, that's it. Yeah, that's something I haven't done in a while, and Vince ain't here to cock block it, so hey, why the fuck not? Folks, what Tony Khan is doing is not new, it's just well done. Same thing with Triple H. In this particular case, they are setting up for a big fucking pop when Bray Wyatt eventually comes back, or whoever pops up.
I'm guessing it'll be at Extreme Rules. The one thing about the Extreme Rules graphics, specifically between the Fight Pit match between Matt Riddle and Seth freaking Rollins. By the way, Mustafa Ali got his Mustafa back.
Matt Riddle got
he's
his mat
Mustafa
back.
again.
Yeah, I was in the background before SmackDown, and oh yeah, there it is. Mustafa's there. So that's cool. Matt Riddle got his mat back. Austin Theory got his Austin back. Tommaso Ciampa got his Tommaso back. So finally, some fucking sense of actual normalcy is setting back.
Which means Butch will always be Butch.
You and Gibby are the same guy. Butch!
You know what it's all about, the Butch!
Pete Dunne, baby!
Excuse me. I gotta make a phone call right quick.
Uh-oh, what? What?
Yeah, it's me.
He's called his artist again.
Yeah, we had to step it up this time. Yeah.
He's salty.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I got an idea. Put Kazama Kiryu in it.
Okay, then now we're just not throwing random people.
Yeah,
in
we're
this
from.
because it had no sense.
Yeah.
That's like, Kiryu, really? The wholesome dad?
Yeah. Him and Amy. Yeah. Put him in there.
Okay, now what the fuck?
Yeah. Put him in there.
Shintigercurl's bestiality knows no bounds.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
This is what happens, man. This is what happens. This is what happens, Cheetah. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the house.
Yeah. All right, move on. Let's see here. And probably the dumbest news of the week. Solo Sikoa relinquishes the North American title because the match wasn't sanctioned. Therefore, it did not happen.
Son of a whore.
Yeah, this is again. I keep saying a lot of people are pissed. Oh, I'm not watching this. This is bullshit. One, yes, it is, but keep in mind this is still a fucking rebuild. There's still going to be vestiges of old bullshit to throw around. They did this with Paige when she won the Divas Championship after she debuted. What's wrong with acknowledging NXT, guys? He can work both. Solo Sikoa would be great, but no, you know what? The course correction though is that whoever the new champ will have to earn it in a ladder match in Halloween Havoc. So
6 weeks.
6 weeks. So it's not as if they took the belt off him and then jack shit for 2 months. You know, like the women's tag belts.
Here's what I want to know, though. If it wasn't a sanctioned title change, how was he able to defend it on SmackDown?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, like I said, fucking rebuild. Some shit still stinks.
It just makes no sense to me at all. It just reeks of, oh, we need to get the belt on him so he can have the photo shoot with Logan Paul and be on all the papers.
Which, hey, if that's what you wanted to do, fair play. But there are some vestiges of the Vince McMahon era that's going to stink up the place for at least a while. This is just, there are some things. Again, some things should, more things change, more things stay the same.
Unfortunately, also best of luck to Ruby Soho, who will be getting surgery for her nose.
Yeah,
all-out match.
Oh, good for her.
So she'll be fine in the long run, but something about noses in the women's division. Ruby Soho's out, and then there's Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. She goes on Twitter with a bloody nose going, "You've got to be fucking kidding me."
Okay, Britt Baker just has the worst luck because it's always her nose for some reason.
It's always her fucking nose.
I think at least once a month her nose gets busted.
It's like Vegeta in his eye.
Yeah. Why is it always the goddamn eye?
Yep. He keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
And now moving on. According to Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer Newsletter, there's been no communication between CM Punk and AEW and the Elite in AEW since their suspensions were handed out.
I think that the Elite will be fine eventually, but Wade Keller went up and said, "I think they're done. There might be a payout." And if that's the case,
that's probably going to be the case, and it's kind of a sad way for a career to end.
It's sad, but it's not AEW's fault. Not completely in this case. It's not the Elite's fault, because it's starting to come out that the Elite were just, being EVPs and going, okay, you want to talk? Let's talk. And they intended to be calm about it.
Yeah, according to Brian Alvarez, the Young Bucks did not kick in the door, and they brought not only Mega with them, but of course Christopher Daniels, who was the head of talent relations. So, according to at least Brian Alvarez, it seems to be consistent between both cases that the Elite brought all the proper officials with them.
They were saying, hey, do you want to talk? Let's talk.
And apparently Punk did throw the first punch.
And Ace Steel did bite Kenny Omega. There's that fucking bruise on that left arm.
Yep, you can see
Kenny
that.
posted from Japan.
Yeah, you can see in the video when Kenny was in Japan. You see the mark still on his arm weeks later.
So Punk literally went from old working with children to, in some ways, yes, it is sad. The 1 year wasted, but I don't blame Tony. I don't blame the Bucks. I don't blame anybody other than two gentlemen, Ace Steel and CM Punk.
At least not fully, anyway.
Not fully. Maybe the Bucks said something that went the wrong way, but to me, it's starting to read like the Bucks and everybody involved on the All Elite side went, all right, let's discuss here. Let's calm down. What's wrong? They were, doing their fucking job, and Punk threw a shit fit. Or another shit fit, if you count the media scrum shit fit.
If there's even a 0.001% chance that Punk returns, he will have to eat a lot of crow, so it seems.
So,
I already mentioned.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I already said what I wanted about what I want to see the Elite and Punk do if and when they all come back. Apologize to the first and foremost. Apologize to the locker room because of what? Because this whole thing gave him a black eye.
Pretty sure when the Elite come back, that is exactly what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Clear out whatever needed, whatever rumor there might have been, and then just apologize. All right, our doors are always open. Talk to us when you need us. The usual shit. And as far as Punk is concerned, if I'm Tony Khan and he wants his money, I said if a buyout's there, here you sit Punk down. You're saying I'm firing you. Here's a check for every penny we owe you plus the rest of the contract. Get the fuck out. It's blunt. It's sad, but here's the reality. He caused a lot of damage.
And
you want your money? Here's your money. Get the fuck out and stay the fuck out.
And whatever aspirations all four of these guys had of being, all five of these, all five of these guys had for being locker room leaders, that's out the door. That is not the case now. You want to talk of locker room leaders? They already got three: Jericho, Mox, Danielson.
And they seem to be doing quite a job in the absence of the former ones.
I've been hearing some scuttlebutt from folks saying that the mood at AEW has just been, in the locker room, has been far more positive and refreshing than it's been in a long time.
Which is always great to hear.
Yeah. And you know what? The Bucks and Kenny might become locker room leaders eventually down the line, but they're going to be one of those that they're not going to be the front public faces, and they're not going to be the people to lean on, but they're going to be helping with the leaning, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Short term, it's back of the line, do your job, but please don't fuck up again. Which with the Bucks and Kenny, that'll be hard to do. They'll be fine. But if Punk comes back, stay the fuck away from the main event picture. Stay the fuck away from Twitter. Stay the fuck away from being a fucking asshole. And if you pull any of this shit again, no money, no nothing, get out.
I tell you this much, he's not getting that world title ever again.
No.
Never.
He'll be lucky to be in any title program at this point. If he's like in any title matches, he's here to put the other guy over.
Yeah. That's it.
At best, I would put him in like a multi-man match for the title, no one-on-one. Like a fatal four-way or a triple threat or something like that. No one-on-ones for the title for Punk.
Yeah. And on to the final regular news item. According to Wrestling Observer newsletter, everyone in NXT has 2 years to be ready for their television, or you're out of here!
Well, it's better than 6 fucking months. That's an improvement.
2 years is a lot of time to grow.
That's it.
Yeah,
It's
but
kind of amazing that Bianca Belair's gotten so good so fast, considering that I think she's only been wrestling 5-6 years, if that.
Yeah.
I think the only ones I know of that are already ready for the main roster, Tony D and Santos Escobar.
I think Melo's ready.
I'll say this: the dyad, the Joe Gacy and his 2 guys. I like them. They're fucking creepy. I fucking hate them, but I'm like, ooh, they're doing their job right.
Yeah, I can kind of see Joe Gacy.
Joe Gacy has that look of creepy. If the right to censor was not about censorship, about fucking up your good mood.
He reminds me of Jim Jones.
Yeah.
The pastor.
Yeah. Anyone who knows their history and knows who Jim Jones and the People's Temple are, I get that vibe from Joe Gacy.
Yeah, agreed.
Everyone drink your Kool-Aid!
Pretty much that's where that whole that's where that whole line comes from the People's Temple and Jim Jones.
All right, now for AEW Dynamite Grand Slam.
By the way, boys, prepare for running gag when we're done about the AEW stuff. You know the one. You know the one. Moving on.
First thing I have to say is this set rules. I love this set.
Oh,
love this set. They need to use this set more often.
The set, the lighting, everything. Just
The ramp.
Damn. The ramp. I love
The ramp for both Rampage and Dynamite. Beautiful.
Always love it whenever they spruce things up, just to make it feel that little bit special. It's almost like their television version of WrestleMania. Like, here's our biggest regular Dynamite episode of the year, right here. And it started off with a world title match, as we saw Claudio Castagnoli lose clean as a whistle to Chris Jericho, and now Jericho has the Ocho, the 8th world title of his career.
T-Dub, there was a low blow involved.
Sorry, I didn't see it. My TV went out.
That's what it was. Okay. I heard there was a low blow. I heard a ping. I heard a ding. You know, a video game No Mercy. Bing!
Yeah.
But yeah, the monitor went out. Now, okay, so before we get that back to the running gag that we didn't notice any goddamn thing. Yeah, there was a low blow, and it does play into the story of Garcia versus the JAS here. So we have to bring up the low blow. This was not clean. You know, Jericho did use a referee distraction and a good old kick in the dick, and he actually pinned Claudio Castagnoli. I'll say this, a lot of salt being thrown at Chris Jericho and AEW for putting the Ring of Honor Championship on Jericho. Number one, the Ocho, by the way, if Jericho is actually doing ESPN the Ocho, the Jericho gimmick, fair play, golf clap. I got a chuckle out of that. Deep cut for me anyway. 2, boys, I don't think they're looking for a TV deal. They're setting up for a TV show.
They had, like, if you want anyone to be your world champion heading into television, I think Jericho will be a good one, especially if on the main event of the first episode, Jericho loses the title to Garcia. That would be one hell of a main event.
Or lose it back to Claudio Castagnoli, which would be a hell of a main event as well. The rematch would do gangbusters as well. That's 2 options right there. No, this is not. I don't know what there hasn't been an update on the TV deal, but if you're putting the Ring of Honor World Championship on Chris Jericho, I'd say brace for imminent announcement for a TV deal at this point.
Yeah.
By the way, just imagine, once again, going back 1 year and telling someone, hey, this is going to be world champion next year. Chris Jericho.
Nice. Wait, which he's going to win the ring of the AEW title again?
No, the ROH world title.
Oh. You're sure you're straight edge? Because you got to be drunk to believe that.
And yet here we are, Ring
Here
of
we
Honor
are.
World Champion Chris Jericho. It's
And
something
I love the interplay of the like in the post match, you see Jericho celebrating with the JS, and there's Garcia being part of the crew, but it's like, no, I gotta tell you something.
he just had his hand out like, yeah, I guess I'll give you a high five, whatever. And then they just all head to back celebrating, except for Garcia, who just could not look more disappointed.
This is one of his heroes. And he said, dude, you could win it cleanly. I know you can, but you don't have to be dirty. And Jericho just had to be dirty. Had to be Chris Jericho. He had to be Chris Jericho, folks.
Chris, me and you are going to have to talk next week. Seriously, this whole thing just rubs me the wrong way. Now you can go celebrate. I'm going to go talk to a Gal Bison. Hey, Gal Bison, how you been? So you're all CGI. What's that like? You become legs of a giant robot, right? I almost lost my eggs in a car accident. All right. See you later, Gal Bison. See out the mother for me, okay?
Credit where credit is due on this one, folks. Guts.
Thank
On
you,
Toku
Guts.
Riffs on Sunday, he got my button. He got my $10,000 button. My Homer Simpson button for that meme. That was a Toku meme, ladies and gentlemen. And as soon as I had to read it myself, but I said, no, we got to get Shin to read it. Perfect, sir. Perfect.
Thank you, Guts. Thank you.
That
Yes, thank
is
you.
awesome.
And speaking of perfect, up next was the tag title match. First, Swerve and Glory was accompanied by Fabulous. And for the Acclaimed, it was, unfortunately, someone who I had not heard of at this point, that being DJ Woo Kid.
Woo, kid.
Can I just
something
say
like
I marked out as soon as I found out that was Fabulous.
You are probably the only one who marked out within our
that was
circle,
fun.
because we're all
Matt,
going, who?
You don't know who Fabulous is?
As soon as I realized who Fabulous, I was, oh, okay. I was the only one. Oh, okay. I've seen him. He's okay.
Fabulous was one of the hottest rappers in the early 2000s.
He was.
Dude was everywhere, and he worked with pretty much everyone. His first single, Can't Deny It, he had the hook being sung by the late, great Nate Diggity Dogg.
And if you got Nate Dogg on track, that means that your record label believes in you.
And one of his other singles was a collaboration between Houston's own Jagged Edge and P. Diddy.
So yeah, this guy he's got quite the track record, but unfortunately I'm not familiar with DJ Woo Kid.
I have no idea who the fuck this guy is.
Yeah, there are a few rappers out there. I'm like, who? Like Fabulous, I recognized. Trina, I was like, who? We'll get the Rampage, of course, but we're mixing our shit up. Keep going, T-Dub.
All right. Also, Billy Gunn is now officially daddy ass according to his lower third.
Yeah, the gimmick has been recognized officially as Daddy Ass.
It says The Acclaimed with DJ Woo Kid and Daddy Ass.
Scissor him, Daddy Ass.
Oh, Scissor Daddy Ass.
And I'm not sure if this match was as good as the All Out match, but it was still goddamn amazing.
It was still great, and it didn't matter because what would have mattered was the crowd, and thankfully Queen showed the fuck up. The pop is about as sizable as you would have had it in Chicago, so job done, boys.
And Keith Lee reminded me that he could do a Hurricane Rana.
Never underestimate his skills.
Yeah.
When he says he is limitless, he means it.
Great match, save for that botched ending of sorts.
Yeah, the Max was selling a knee, and he was, the key word here is selling. There's some awkwardness, but the pop was sizable. The minute the confetti rained, it was like, all right, we're cool. Yay, it's official. So, saved, and you know what? Cool.
Yeah.
The right tag team won.
I remember when I first saw the Acclaimed on Dark during the pandemic era, and I was like, these guys are going to be something special. And everyone was like shitting on them relentlessly, saying, oh, these guys just want to be John Cena's. And I'm like, they're going to be world champions. It wasn't a matter of if, but when.
This was long-term the long-term booking with just homegrown, long-term booking with talent.
No, what this was long-term investment.
Yeah.
And it's always great to see, like, I think this might be the first time they had someone go from dark to world champion.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because every tag team champions we've had, they've been primarily featured on Dynamite.
And they've also either been usually a star in some other promotion before here.
Pretty much, yeah.
This is their first homegrown, straight up from Dark and Dark Elevation all the way up through Dynamite and Rampage to winning the world titles.
Yep, SCU, Kenny and Hangman, the Bucks, FTR, the Jurassic Express, Lucha Bros. Not exactly sure if you could count Swerve in Our Glory, but they were stars before they came to AEW.
They were equal. They were. Swerve was on that and was a big part of NXT before the blow up, and the Hit Raw was supposed to be a big deal until they chucked them literally not a month before, but during their freaking debut, they were literally settling into the main roster.
And then boot.
Big old boot. Hit Row's back though, and you know what? Even Top Dollar's doing okay. So I'm not worried though. We have found more people to shit on. So.
Oh wait, Top Dollar still more over than Disco Inferno.
There it is. There it is.
And somehow smarter than Disco Inferno.
Smart enough to beat up the heel though. He's learning. Unlike Disco, we will get to him when we ask for other stuff because I found the thing.
All right, move on. FTR cut a promo after the match backstage, calling out the Acclaimed. Saying, "Hey, that was a great World Title match, but we've been number one contenders since April, so we like to cash in now." But before they could, enter the Guns.
This is simply to keep FTR busy, but God damn it, they're number one contenders. Put them in your match. Make all the monies.
Like I said last week, I think they were just waiting for a pretty more well-established tag team to take the belts off of.
Yeah. Done and done.
Possibly, but looks like, for right now, they're going to be feuding with the good old Ass Boys, who we got to say, they've improved immensely in the past couple of years.
They have a problem, and I'm like, okay.
They handle themselves pretty well, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They showed a lot of charisma, so sky's the limit for these guys at this point, especially because they're so goddamn young. I don't even think either of them are even 24 yet.
Soon.
Hey. Put them in a feud with FTR, even a short-term one that can only help them.
Oh, they'll learn so much from FTR.
From a non-kayfabe standpoint, Jesus, if you're the Gun Club, you're happy in your head places.
Oh yeah, when you get
to work with FTR.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Someone who was not having a good time, though, was Wheeler Yuta, because he was out there, Tony Schiavone, about to talk about the main event, but who would interrupt him but the... New York's favorite devil, MJF.
Here comes the shit of the earth.
Roof flew off on that one, too. He got a nice pop.
Since I'm the devil, you're all my devil worshippers.
He's running with it.
And they ate it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this guy was like, oh, if I'm going to get cheered, I might as well have fun with this.
Get the cheers, get it out of the way, and then full heel. He pushed Tony Schiavone.
Yeah, that seems to be the only thing to get him booed is attacking Schiavone.
Thankfully, he's fine. He was not hurt.
I feel bad for Yuta because he was getting eaten alive out there.
Yeah,
trying.
any other crowd he might have stood a chance, but everyone in the call was like, "Oh, this man!" The minute that theme song hit, we immediately went, "Yeah, poor fucker's dead. He is not gonna last long." And he did not.
Yeah,
He did
he
not.
tried. He tried. I'll
Give him
that.
credit.
But then again, him trying to win a mic battle with MJF is like a rookie journeyman boxer with only a couple of years of experience going against prime Mike Tyson.
Yeah, basically
Not Evander Holyfield Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson as
Prime Mike Tyson.
Prime Mike Tyson.
we're talking
Black trunks, black boots, no socks. Fuck you up, Mike Tyson.
mid to late 80s Tyson.
Yeah.
Yes.
USA Network, 8-rounders, punch in the face, dead Mike Tyson.
He'll make a good effort, but he'll go down just like everybody else.
If I'm the devil, you're on my devil worshipers.
I wish I could still.
Could
do
you
Mike
only imagine the boxing ability of Mike Tyson and the mic skills of MJF?
However, we are here to try to
My
get
brain just tilted for a second thinking about that. Fuck.
so we are here to try to get an upper hand on MJF, but that was all for naught as firm member W. Morrissey put a stop to that real quick.
And a lot of people in the
plan.
call, and people in the call, what W stands for Wardlow. I just know it's William Morrissey. It's his literal fucking initial. But anyway, you were saying there, shit. Yep, part of the plan. Keikaku.
Keikaki. I know how to pronounce it.
Keikaki Dory, huh?
Yep, Keikaki Dory.
But how is this a part of your plan to replace Bryan Danielson's breakfast cereal?
Oh, that was my plan last week. I had to scrap it, and now it's an entirely new plan that no one will ever see coming.
Now this week he's trying to get Bryan Danielson to like the taste of meat without actually knowing that it's meat.
Here's the plan. When he's too busy dealing with MJF and the BCC, I'll sneak into his home in Washington and replace all of his issues of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with issues of Black Clover, and he'll never see it coming.
Oh, come on! Have you no heart? Have you no soul?
Keikaki Dory.
I always thought he was more of a My Hero Academia fan, but that's another story for another day.
You know, I'm supposed to be unbiased here on the Wrestle-Cast, but I hate that man. He's a son of a bitch and hope he burns in hell.
Oh, hey! You don't want to get beat up by W, dude. Come on. Seriously.
Come on. We get a Jade promo who was interrupted by Diamante, who introduces Trina, who unfortunately I'm unfamiliar with. Shin, do you have any info?
She was also very popular during the early 2000s.
For some reason, like, her name's never come up when it comes to early 2000s rappers in any of my circles.
If you're heavy into New York stuff, she comes up a lot.
Okay.
So
Like,
local pop then, or an attempt at a local
it-
pop.
There was an ongoing beef between her and some other rapper from Atlanta about who was the baddest bitch in rap.
All right, then.
Yeah,
Normal rap beef stuff.
there weren't that many bad bitches in rap back then.
I mean, this is the
Bad
mid-2000s. We're talking Eminem and 50 Cent here.
By the way, speaking of bad bitches and rap, Cardi B put Jay's promo on her Twitter.
She knows goodness when she sees it.
Fair play.
So yeah, Cardi B took notice of this, so maybe Cardi B in the future? AEW? That's a name everybody knows. I'll get a big pop.
To be honest, I'm with Ethan Page on this one. Get Weird Al Yankovic.
That could work too.
I mean, to be fair, Ethan Page is white and nerdy, so...
Extremely. You can't tell this by how he acts on television, but no, he loves himself buying action figures by the dozens.
Yeah, see,
His toy hunt videos, beautiful. And apparently, He's teased the finding of holy grails in his next episode, so that's a thing.
Has he found the Ninja Turtles' bodacious battle sets yet?
I want to say no.
Miss those things.
One day.
One day.
And then we had Pac defeating OC via bastard tactics to retain the All-Atlantic title.
This one felt off because he's been a tweener, but then again, this is Pac. He is a bastard. I'm like, yeah.
And this guy hates Orange Cassidy with a fiery passion.
I actually enjoyed this match because of the dynamic that was going on here. Because it was a completely and the antithesis of their first one-on-one match from a few years ago.
Yeah, from Revolution 2020.
Yeah. In this one, Pac knew all of Orange Cassidy's tricks and didn't let him bother him. On the other hand, Cassidy was far more aggressive and far more proactive than he had been in their first encounter. So they were literally just doing two different plays.
And on top of that, no matter what Pac could throw at OC was able to absorb it and come back from it.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that
JC, Nyla wants Lil Nas X, and so do I. Okay, fair.
And the mere fact that Pac, a man who staked his claim on being able to beat, who says I'm better than Orange Cassidy, I could beat him clean. And in this regard, Cassidy had become such a threat, he had to cheat. He had no choice but to cheat because he couldn't beat him clean.
Yeah, there was a couple of moments where it really did feel like OC had his number, and Pac got desperate, and he saw the hammer. He was like, "Fine, I'll fucking use the hammer, whatever."
And I predict that OC is still going to be chasing him, and
Yeah.
Pac is going to be ducking him all the way because deep down, after using that hammer, he knows he can't beat him straight up.
Now, that's 3 matches in a row where a dirty finish. Damn.
Yes, it was.
That's the thing. The tag titles feel good. Still got a famouser in there.
There was, but there was also cheating from Swerve when he was trying to use the boombox, but that didn't go to plan. So it's more of tit for tat when it comes to Acclaim versus Swerve in Our Glory.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
Yeah.
Next, we have Toni Storm pinning Britt Baker to defeat Athena and Deeb to retain the Interim Women's World title and was probably the best Women's World title match in the past few months.
Yeah,
Good.
I mean, the wrestling was good. The wrestling was good. I will acknowledge that.
Like,
But the
goddamn,
story...
this is... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you were going to say, goddamn, the match was good. You were.
Yeah, it
You were
was.
correct.
Especially, like, Athena constantly showing off her feats of strength. Like, you think with her being short, she wouldn't be able to, but no. She was holding up both Deeb and Baker on her own. Like, Jesus
thighs.
Christ.
Thick thighs save lives.
No, Jesus Christ. Like, she did not skip leg day this week at all.
Oh.
And the spot almost went perfectly until, unfortunately, Deeb landed on Baker's face.
And Baker got bloodied again.
She's probably thinking, oh, for fuck's sake, what did I do to deserve this? How many times?
And Deeb looked like an absolute beast in there. She just tore, at one point, she tore through all 3 other women before going for a submission. That's why I love Serena Deeb. She's my favorite. She is bar none. As far as an in-ring work goes, she's my favorite wrestler in the entire AEW roster.
Yeah,
For
like,
the women, anyway.
this match was so goddamn good. You could have given this an extra 5-10 minutes. I don't think anyone would have been bothered by that.
Me either.
And then after the match, things got a little disappointing, though, because Hayter stays heel.
Yeah, for now, there was a big tease, and nope. So whatever buildup there was, at least for now.
And you could feel the crowd feel deflated by it. They're like,
Yeah, we were feeling, we felt that too, but Dita,
Saraya here.
some weird music hits. Soraya puts on the Tron. Roof flies off.
I can tell you what song that was from her boyfriend's
Yeah.
band, Flung in Reverse, and
Not
God
a
damn it,
bad
I hate this
song.
fucking band! Why won't you go away? Leave us alone, Ronnie Radke! Leave us the fuck alone!
I did not expect that. I don't know about you,
I
Shin.
fucking hate Ronnie Radke. He's such a piece of shit.
Oh.
I
Fair,
had no
okay.
idea I had no idea she was dating anyone again.
Yeah, for the past several years, she's been dating Ronnie Radke, the singer for Falling in Reverse, and he is such a piece of fucking shit! But of course, everyone in the metal community is well aware of his antics and his terrible online presence and wish he would just go the fuck away!
Take your word for it.
Yeah, same here. But it's okay. That's not a bad song. It sounds good. It sounds like it's something Paige would listen to. So Riot, fair enough. Boys, I'm fairly certain you guys reacted appropriately. You popped as well, right?
Oh, yes, because this needs to be the moment. This needs to be the moment. This absolutely, desperately needs to be the moment where Tony Khan finally realizes, okay, now I have a former WWE Women's Champion here. Let's fucking do something.
Not just a former WWE Women's Champion, the woman who many rightfully say was the one who sparked the women's revolution in WWE. Her, Emma, and AJ Lee. You could call them the precursors to the Four Horsewomen. They started the women's revolution because I didn't know women's matches could be that good until I saw Emma versus Paige. And that was a spectacular match. Mm-hmm. That was the genesis of the women's revolution. So if she can't help them out, then there is no hope for the women's division.
And JC points out a woman with a whole ass movie about her. A movie produced and cameoed in by The fucking Rock.
Yeah.
WWE backed as well. You guys reacted appropriately. I could not. I don't know if you read my tweet about this, and I'll repeat it. If y'all feel great about it, sweet. Awesome. Pop your balls off. Go ahead. I couldn't. I'm sorry. Like it's one of those you sure about that kind of situations. Let me just I want to read this one, verbatim, so to speak. So let me just grab that tweet that I have. I know it's in there somewhere. Of course, I had the live riff critical role. Give me a second. Professional! There we go. Quote, I'm sorry, but seeing Paige debut, or Saraya debut in AEW did not inspire excitement in me. It still happened at Women's Match O'Clock. Now, Noob & Co., he said, indeed, it's not helping the AEW Women's Division at all. I said, Paige is a good move, though. But if she doesn't help that division, it is truly screwed. I am still of the belief that shit or get off the pot. Either do something with it, and if it fucking fails, dump it. I don't care if the incels think, I don't care about the incels. I don't care about anyone else who's saying, this is you're not for with the women's division. And my argument would be, where the fuck were you when there was a women's division? Because you're proving the people who, like myself, is saying, if no one's watching, why are we forced to watch it? So I will say this. Why am I not excited? 1, Women's Match O'Clock. 2, when's the last time Paige wrestled?
According to, I believe it was, can't remember what website, can't remember his new PW Insider Wrestling newsletter, but as of right now, she still has yet to be cleared, so she's probably going to be a managerial role.
Honestly, I don't even want her to wrestle. I want her back. What I want her to do is to be running and booking the women. That is the only thing I'm excited for. If she can wrestle, if she can still go, if she eventually gets cleared, that's all great and good. But what I want her is backstage doing these women right, along with her, Madison Rayne, and Arya Daivari, because Arya Daivari has shown he knows how to book.
Pretty sure Arya Daivari was back there, but producing, agenting the four-way match. If that's the case, I would not be surprised.
Yeah,
like I said, whatever you're doing, do something. Because he's bringing all these big names and all that stuff. Good. Do something. Mm-hmm. Do something or dump it. And anyone bitches about it, Ask them where the fuck were they when they needed the fucking ratings. Now, Acclaimed were the biggest draw of the night. Good for them. That match, that 4-way, that segment also did well, so that shut me up for a bit, but my point still stands. Do something. There's the momentum. Do something with it. Don't just relegate it to 1 or 2 matches a fucking week like it's the Divas division. Fuck that. Those women deserve better.
They do.
Either shit or get off the pot.
They do, and on top of that, no more just random squash matches on television either.
Please. If you gotta do something, then tell Jade, all right, you need better matches, or we're taking the belt off. That's someone who will give us good matches. Should have done it with Athena. They fucked up there, but that's another story for another day. Moving on, we got
a Darby Allin vignette, and well, there was a Darby Allin vignette. I'm not sure what else to say aside from that.
I'm going to a funeral in Queens. Fair.
Okay.
Also, before you take off, Mr. Taxi Driver, could you drive me by some stairs? I feel like throwing myself.
Yeah, some of you are probably groaning by now, and there's a part of me that is, but I'm like, he's still finding ways to make it funny, folks.
And then for our main event of the Dynamite episode of Grand Slam,
JC Jade is in the same position as Roman. They're keeping the title on her until Statlander. She's not back until next year, folks. Sorry, not happening. Put it on someone else.
Yeah, like if they're waiting for Statlander, they're going to be.
They're going to wait. They're going to wait too long, and it's going to sour. Forget that.
I honestly hope if they do wait for Statlander, I am hoping they can somehow rebuild that momentum because. Oh boy,
it's going to be too long. It's going to be too long. Put the belt on someone else.
Probably, yeah.
Put the belt on someone else. Statlander could still be built up. Put the belt on a heel for a couple months when you're ready to build to really have that momentum pay off, and then do it. But not with Jade. Not with Jade.
Keep it off Marina. Keep all the belts off Marina Shafir.
I mean, that goes without saying. Marina Shafir is not more over than Disco Inferno in this case.
No.
Hey.
I can't believe I just said that.
All right, moving on.
You can't believe I just heard that. That's what you should have said. Anyway, moving on. Main event.
So Mox and Danielson, they had what you might call a good wrestling match. I guess one might say. Might be a bit of a shocker to hear that these two guys put on a clinic.
No, this is not a shocker. The shocker is the fact that they went full clean and Mox won. That's not exactly a shocker. A lot of people were disappointed. I think a lot of people just really wanted Bryan to finally win a world title again. Maybe it's a Tommy Dreamer situation. You know, Tommy Dreamer in ECW he said, I didn't want to win the belt. Maybe Danielson's going, dude, I'm here to wrestle.
Yeah.
Not win championships. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I'm speculating on my end. Don't take my word as gospel like you would. But I get the feeling that he's literally doing this to be like, no, just not really, not in the mood. Just here to wrestle, have good matches.
I could see Tony actually going up to him, asking him repeatedly if he wants the world title, and Bryan just declining each time because his career is winding down. He just wants to do what he wants to do.
He wants
to wrestle everywhere around the world and just have great matches. And, of course, he wants to bleed.
Yeah.
He's healthy enough to wrestle the way he wants to wrestle. He's earned his money. He's have his accolades. Now he's here to fucking wrestle. I say, if that's the case, fair enough.
I think the one thing that he really wants to do is wrestle the G1.
I mean,
that way he can wrestle pretty much the best that New Japan has to offer, depending on the block.
They're allowing fans back. Japan's open as well. They're going to open up in October, so practically anyone with a passport can show up again. So that's a thing.
And during this whole match, MJF was in the skybox, huge spotlight on him, and they kept on showing him on the big screen, which made me think, is he going to cash in tonight? Or, now that he didn't, will he cash in Cincinnati?
Which, by the way, that goes into Rampage, but yeah, the looming shadow of MJF spoiling the punch. We were getting annoyed by the fact, he's like, dude, give the people, they want to watch the wrestling, come on. But, again, heel heat.
Also, this match. Go ahead.
It's heel heat. Yeah, I was done. Go ahead.
Also, I can't be the only one who was getting major Shibata Ishii vibes from this.
From the match itself?
The whole match, I was like, you could squint your eyes and you swear you were watching Shibata versus Ishii. It was that damn hard.
Maybe not as violent as Shibata Ishii, but I could get the comparison.
No one is as violent as Katsuyori Shibata.
As peak Shibata Ishii, that's hard to top. But that's still a fair comparison, though. I'm just saying, Jesus Christ, it would be TVMA if we went that fucking hard.
So yeah, moving on to Grand Slam Rampage. First note here has Chris Jericho on commentary saying, "I'm the champion of honor."
It became a running gag the entire fucking show. I'm the Ocho. I'm the champion of honor. And he flip-flops over. It got a tad annoying, but he's a heel, so...
If a man uses a low blow in a match or a baseball bat, that's ridiculous. Who would do that?
I just loved how contradictory he was sounding the entire night.
He was.
That's basically, the Chris Jericho on commentary. He's like, I want to be a good guy, but I hate everyone.
So
also,
basically, typical Chris Jericho.
So we start off with Sting and Darby Allin, who surprised the House of Black by attacking from behind.
So, the usual.
Pearl Harbor.
Yep.
But of course, throughout this match, tables were broken. There was throwing into the stages. There was Darby Allin and I believe Buddy Matthews going off the stage.
Mm-hmm.
And Darby got real fucked up, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, back of his head.
Yeah, he got busted hard way.
And can I just say, Julia Hart's drip was on point that night.
Oh yeah,
she looked magnificent.
With the hat and everything. Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, beautiful. But on the same token, poor woman. Not poor woman.
Yeah, we'll get to her because we had surprise of the year for me debuting in AEW, even though he had a theme song made back in 2019. The Great Motherfucking Muta.
The man.
This is the second to last spot of the night. Sting is stuck. He's about to get a bat to the fucking face. Lights go out. Lights go back on. The music hits. It's the Tron. It's some Japanese samurai mask headgear stuff. I don't know the name of it. I'm sorry. And then the words Great Muta pop up. And then the roof flies off again.
I don't know how you couldn't recognize him. That is Great Muta's signature entrance gear right there.
I know, but the headgear on the screen, I say.
Okay.
The headgear on the screen. Yeah. Well, as soon as he popped up, I'm like, no fucking way.
How did this not get spelled on the internet? I have no idea.
It got, but I avoided it. Holy shit. All I read, a lot of headlines were big wrestling legend shows up. Okay, cool. Avoiding it. So I knew, okay, expect some cool shit. That is the Great Muta, who is in his retirement tour, actually. Okay, yeah, that's some cool fucking shit.
He comes into the ring, takes off his gear, gives a miss to Cody King.
Yeah, no, it's Buddy Matthews.
Oh, it's Buddy Matthews. So Buddy Matthews. King off the
way it's built up, the build up was okay. He's staring down Sting. It's like, I'm gonna get you. Slow turn to Buddy. Roof flies off again. He fights. He kicks. Great dragon screw leg. By the way, Muta, for his age, looking fucking good, by the way.
Especially considering the fact that his knees are absolutely fucked.
They're more fucked than the Great Khali's knees. So considering he did that dragon screw as crisp as it was, perfect. Also, he missed it, Buddy Murphy. And that's at that moment, I'm like, I was so happy I got that. And there's a part of me that's like, oh, that could have been Malachi Black. That was totally Malachi Black's spot to have.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the OG mist right there.
Well, the second generation OG missed.
Who was the first?
Great Kabuki.
Yeah.
Before my time. And Buddy Matthews probably like, oh, it's just mist. I've taken Malachi's mist before, and he sprays it like, oh God, it's 100 times worse.
The original green mist.
It's the OG green mist, the shit that fucking hurts.
He bumps into Julia Hart, who was on the apron, and she goes crashing past the table.
Literally past. There's a hole where the leg met the table, and it's nothing but guardrail and concrete, and this is where I go, oh no, please be okay. Because the way she landed, oh fuck.
Thankfully, she's okay from what I've heard.
Yep,
She is. We were looking all over the place for any news. Thankfully, she's okay. Also, Slick Rick in the chat, the spray match buddies trunks we made that riff to. To be fair,
I think commentary also noted that.
yeah.
And Sting hits the Scorpion Death Drop, excuse me.
Yep.
Pins him for the win, and Sting celebrating with Muda, but Darby is still at the stage, needing to be helped up by medical staff.
Yeah, so there wasn't this was more of a Pyrrhic victory from a more shoot side of things. Darby did not look good, but from the looks of it, it's more he knocked himself out, and he's gonna have a lovely bunch of staples on the side of his head for a couple of weeks.
And Brody King went to help Buddy, and he's like, how do you feel, Buddy? I can taste what I ate when I was a child.
Oh, God! Not the liver and onions again!
Oh, God, I can make BLT. I didn't even know I ate that when I was a kid. Ah!
I can taste titty milk! Titty milk!
Well, on that note, on to our next match. We got Hook and Action Bronson taking on 2.0. And I got a note, Hook has some pretty awesome looking Punisher gear.
He looked good, and Action Bronson rapped off key or off beat for a second because the music was a little too fast. Was a beat faster than he was for the poor guy, but he didn't have in-ear monitors to hear himself, so I was like, you can't really blame him.
I think it's because he had a few swear words in the rap, and he had to censor himself.
He had to censor himself, and that threw him off. That and the fact that it didn't have the in-ear pieces that a lot of musicians have, to keep so they could hear the music and hear themselves, And
one thing I don't hear is Bronson looks good, except he seemed to have absolutely no cardio.
Yeah, but for the moves he did, I'll say this: guy could run the ropes fair. He didn't have to take a bump. He did not take a bump. I'm pretty sure if he took a bump, that would have made the cardio even worse.
Yeah.
But for what it is, and you know what? It is what it is there. For what it was, fine.
It was perfectly fine. A suitable match. I just love the fact that Action Bronson will come in and do like 2 or 3 moves. He'll look super windy, like, okay, look, you take care of him. Hey, baby.
Yeah. Just a tad. Could have been worse, though. There were worse-looking guys out there. So for what it was fine, and it was ultimately no harm, no foul. So
one thing I noticed is this crowd loved Action Bronson. Every time he did anything, huge pop from the crowd. And
by the way, I dunked on Action for rapping off beat for half a second. He obviously corrected. Also, he rapped better than the last motherfucker who tried to live rap in front of a wrestling crowd.
True.
So give him that credit.
And when Hook locked in the Red Rum, big pop from the crowd. When Action Bronson locked it in, gigantic pop.
Oh yeah.
Like, holy shit, I was not expecting that.
Me neither.
New York loves Action Bronson.
Yay.
And then after that, we got what was basically a squash match as Joe and Wardlow destroyed Neeson Woods.
So War Joe is what they called themselves, and that was cool.
I think a glorified squash is what we were expecting here, right?
You know something? I would not be opposed to see them tag more because they look like they were having so much fun out there.
Yeah. Hey, if they ever wanted to put them together as a tag team, War Joe, I'm like, I don't know if there is a modern day equivalent to a Road Warrior pop. And of course, it's two singles guys stuck together. But hey, Wardlow versus and Samoa Joe in the tag division, I would not complain.
2-man power trip. I want to see that.
Hell yeah!
And for the best part about this, we got the return after so many weeks of Leopold.
Bada-bada-bada-bada-bum-bum. And of course, you hear the music and you hear Smart Mark going, "Oh no!" Pow! Boom! Boom! And on the third one, Wardlow's just sitting here, just casually going, "Ha! Pose for the crowd. The crowd loves me." Joe looks at Smart Mark trying to escape. He goes, "No, no. Hey, Wardlow, one more?" Wardlow would go, "Sure." Throws him. "I'll give him another powerbomb." Like, why not? Boom!
Also, Wardlow was just selling the leg, and that's not a legit injury.
That's not a legit injury? Okay.
Good. And of course, somewhere along the line, Joe probably whispered into Smart Mark Sterling's ear, and he said, "Blessed art thou in the power game."
Yeah, folks. Wardlow Samoa Joe, the definition of the goddamn power game right there. Not just in video game form, but in professional wrestling form, too.
I would not be surprised if I heard that Wardlow and Joe are actually friends backstage. They look like they would get along.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, casual conversation about pro wrestling. I could almost imagine Wardlow in the conversation with Joe and members of the Blackpool Combat Club just stretching and just casually talking about pro wrestling while people are stretching other, trainees, and Wardlow's dealing in the finer points of the multiple powerbomb symphony, that old clip.
And Joe just says, "Hey man, Tekken? I could do some Tekken."
Hell yeah. And from nowhere, Spoonie, thou's besmirched the Lord of Tekken.
Next
You
up,
want to
And none of you laugh at the Spoonie joke, for God's sake.
it's been a while since I
trying,
watched
no,
this
I'm
review of
trying.
Tekken.
No, I got the Tekken joke, and I'm like, yeah, this is the crossover we need. Joe versus the Spoonie one. Tekken. Best of 5. The power game versus the Lord of Tekken.
Next note I have here is just simply says, Jungle Boy is Jack Perry once again.
Yeah, they put the Jack Perry back in, and he wrestled Ray Phoenix, and it was a banger.
They gave them tons of time here.
Oh, plenty.
It's on my list.
Oh, yeah, it's
Match of the year list?
Match of the year list.
I don't blame you. It was that good.
I can't believe it took us 3 years before we got Jungle Boy versus Ray Phoenix 101.
I'm glad it took that long, because if you did it that early, you don't know if you had that much of a good match.
Yeah, especially with all this seasoning that Jungle Boy's had the past couple years.
Yeah.
And in the end, Jungle Boy ended up getting a roll-up, nice victory, but his victory was not going to be lived for very long, as out came Christian Cage to provide a distraction, and out from behind, from under the ring it seems, was Doc Luchasaurus.
And he beat the crap out of Jungle Boy so much, and when Christian Cage got back up there, he said, "Stay out, or you're gonna get hurt more." So
Excellent, Darth Luch.
So go.
Excellent work, Darth Luchador. Now, end him. End him now.
And with that, he did. He gave him a big, huge honking choke slam.
So Jungle Boy will be out for a couple weeks, or the amount of time left in Christian Cage's recovery. Couple weeks of Luchasaurus being Luchasaurus. Jungle Boy comes back. Matchup, heat, all of the good story. Nothing wrong with that segment, ladies and gentlemen. This is just straight up story building and using what you got to get it even more heat, to get more heat for when the match actually happens.
And then we got a backstage video from Jericho's celebration with the Jericho Appreciation Society, hopping up the fact that we're getting a celebration next week on Dynamite.
And of course, Daniel Garcia, as I mentioned earlier, dude, I gotta talk to you. Oh, but we're celebrating, but I gotta talk to you.
He told him to save it for next week, because for this week, they are taking the town by storm.
I think Chris Jericho was really channeling his Rick James right there.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Celebration, bitches! Ha!
And Daniel Garcia about to turn to Charlie Murphy and kick a dude in the chest. If you know the sketch, you know it happens.
And according to
what's Daniel Garcia gonna do? What's Daniel Garcia gonna do? He's Daniel Garcia. I'm Chris Jericho.
and Pop.
Yeah.
You see, Tony, I never did things just to do them. I mean, what am I going to do? Just all of a sudden just grind my feet into Daniel Garcia's back like it's something to do? Come on, I got more sense than that. Yeah, I remember into Daniel Garcia's back.
It took me a second.
And then we had Sammy Guevara with a Dragon Ball entrance video and gear.
Yeah. By the way, Kira said Jade Cargill will never be defeated. She'll win the AEW Women's Championship. Exclamation point.
I don't
hey,
think
Kira, your account, your Twitch account got hacked. Some douchebag think Jade Cargill is actually gonna keep the TBS title for way too fucking long.
I don't think
Some
they're gonna
jerk.
have her be a double champion. I don't think they're gonna go that far with her.
No.
Yeah, Pac is a unique situation.
Two-pack.
Anyways, as I was saying, yes, Sammy Guevara got Dragon Ball inspired entrance gear and video. Although the gear seems to be just off color enough, so they can't get sued.
Yeah, legally distinct. Also, Kira, damn it, Dr. Kirsano. Wait.
Ha!
Oh, so he actually, you know what, Kira? I think we might have words. Don't worry, just words. Anyway,
So Kingston murdered Guevara.
he did.
Originally
And they
gave him the
pulled a
win.
Ken Shamrock.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who
Yep.
caught that. I'm
Me
not.
too.
I was the only one to call that caught, and then a Mace eventually went, they're going to reverse it. I was like, Mace, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Ken
WrestleMania
Shamrock.
15, baby. WrestleMania 15.
No,
Or was
that's
it 14?
14.
14, yeah. WrestleMania 14. Intercontinental title match. Shamrock had the match won, but he couldn't let the hold go. He let the rage get the best of him, just like Eddie Kingston right here.
He was in the zone too much, and Eddie was like, nah, I gotta kill him. And then he pushed some people over. Yeah, folks, this feud's not over, but for now...
Also, I love the fact that they made note on commentary that Paul Turner reversed the decision because Tony Khan was like, no, you gotta tighten up the refereeing. You gotta make sure this stuff doesn't fly.
This was a small little thing, and I'm glad you brought that up, because this was brought up on Twitter as a small little bit of a thing, where Tony Khan's, I appreciate the referees, they're doing a great job, but yeah, I understand they're not catching all the things, so I'm talking to my senior guys, if you catch something, reverse it, and that's a good example of that, and I'm glad the commentary picked up on that as well.
Okay, I got to do something before this match, and I know Matty's going to catch this.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that So in the end, he locks him into the submission. He wins, and Eddie rides off into the sunset until Genjutsu.
Yep. Again, Jutsu. He couldn't let go. He pulled a Ken Shamrock, and the ref reversed it.
Yep. It's almost like it was like the wrestling equivalent of the Frank Costanza challenge, because
He stopped the feud short.
I stopped short.
And I think we're booking some brain cells now. He asked, "Can we book refs to have at least a few brain cells?" I think that's the idea.
Oh, the only way they can get better refs is they get the refs from Impact, especially the new ref they have.
Oh, you're talking about Italian mobster ref.
Yeah, Goodfellas ref.
Yeah. For those who don't know, we give all referees Impact nicknames based on how they look. Like there's Balding Ref. We now have Goodfellas Ref.
Smash Mouth Ref.
Smash Mouth Ref.
Yeah.
Steve Volkos Ref.
Yeah.
Handsome Ref.
Brian Hebner ref, who was actually Brian Hebner.
Yep, we have Baby Hebner.
Baby Hebner.
So those are the referees right now.
Legless Ref.
Yeah.
He's not really much around anymore. I think he's back to being a wrestler.
Yeah. But with this, of course, the one who started it all, Kid Ref.
Indeed. And let's see, what's my next note here? Saray Promo Wednesday.
That's going to be a thing. Looking forward to that. What will she do?
What will she say?
Who ref the Kingston match? Brian. I believe that might have been our buddy, or everyone's favorite ref there. The Bryce was right.
Paul Turner for a bit, but it could have been Bryce Remsburg.
What about Bryce?
They were asking, Slick in the chat, who refed the Kingston match?
Oh, that was Paul Turner.
It was Paul Turner. Okay.
I actually have that in my notes.
Okay.
That's a former Ring of Honor referee, Paul Turner.
Yeah.
Moving on here, Jade Cargill defeated Diamante to retain the TBS title, and she is now 38-0. And the match was fine for the time it was given, but it should have went longer.
Yeah.
I think for what it was fine. I don't think it needed to go longer.
I just think that with
look, I get it. Some of those matches, especially for championship matches, they have to go longer. But look, this is Diamante versus Jade. They knew what they had. This to me was not every match that is a championship match needs to go 20 minutes. This match didn't need the 20 minutes.
I think it should have won at least 10, 15.
15 would have been too long. Would have felt too long.
It was what it was.
It was fine. It was in and out. No one goofed up. Trina got to slap somebody and become a baddie, and we're like, okay.
I think my favorite spot match, though, was Diamante diving the outside, and Jade catches her, falls back a little bit, but does not completely
She
lose her
recovered.
balance.
She recovered. So, yeah, that was a cool spot.
That was really impressive. Like, catching somebody coming like 10 feet in the air, diving at you full force, and not falling over. I will never not be impressed by that.
So the fact that she recovered and did the spot as intended beyond that, fair play.
And then we got what was technically our main events, the Battle Royal.
Fun shit. Cool shit.
Return.
Got some Ring of Honor guys in there.
Yep, Dalton Castle, the boys, got
Yep.
Brian Cage, and of course, everyone's favorite manager, Prince Nana.
Was managing ringside.
I didn't see Prince Nana. How could I miss Prince Nana?
They were moving around, but we did notice him. Dude, that little crown piece he's got, we noticed that.
Damn. I feel ashamed now.
It's literally blink and you miss it though. So don't blame yourself. Don't beat yourself up.
Also, Matt Hardy reunited with Private Party. And another interesting spot, when Jay Lethal was getting thrown out, Santam Singh caught him without moving an inch.
Satnam Singh, best dressed big man in professional wrestling.
No lie. Also, he just okay, catch him, put him back in. But didn't last too much longer.
Nah.
But in the end, Hangman won via a Deadeye to Roosh on the apron.
That was a beautiful goddamn Deadeye, by the way.
Yeah, there's a spot we missed involving Jay Lethal and Hangman.
Oh, right. The out of nowhere buckshot?
Yeah.
No, it was where Hangman was going to eliminate Jay. He sees Satnam Singh there. He immediately stops, then switches direction and threw him out another way where Satnam Singh wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
Smart.
Nice
That was a spot. Yeah.
It was a nice little spot.
Shows that he's got some brain cells in that little noggin of his.
They're not WWE drone idiots. They're not following a script. They're following this thing called logic.
Also, Shin, did you notice the gear that Powerhouse Hobbs was wearing? The white and blue.
It was a reference to something. I can't remember.
We caught that too. Let me get that on the Discord, buddy. I know exactly What the fuck you mean, sir?
What reference is it? I got
A classic WCW legend.
I think no.
Yeah,
It has-
and he got it,
one
and he
man.
got it, because we got it too. Fire and ice, ice
Yes, thank you,
train.
Matty. Ice Train!
Mace,
Ice Train.
Mace caught that too. No. DJ, sorry, Mace. DJ caught that.
Motherfucking Ice Train.
I was like, oh my god, that gear just reminds me of Ice Train. Whenever I see anyone with an ice-themed gimmick, I'm like, it's either Glacier or Ice Train. There's the only two gimmicks I'm at.
And we saw that picture, and oh my god, we looked at that picture, and we realized this is Scott Norton in the other picture that we have. It's a picture of Fire and Ice Train, of course, and Scott Norton. Scott Norton's word, and I'm looking at, someone brought up, I forget who it was, again, headache. Ricky Starks, pretty Ricky to call him.
Yep.
Kind of looked like Scott Norton in this picture. Just saying.
If you squint, yeah.
If you squint on the gear alone, the gear alone, obviously Starks is way skinnier.
Also should know that the reason I said the Battle Royal was technically the main event is because this match is an unsanctioned lights out
This
match.
was unsanctioned, lights out. This was unofficial. They said it's Ring of Honor, Fight Without Honor, that kind of shit. And they fought. They fought.
They fought in the ring, out of the ring, up to the stage. Powerhouse Hobbs even broke off a piece of the lighting equipment.
They did.
Not the most violent or bloody lights out match we've ever seen, but it was still pretty damn good considering who was in the ring.
Nothing wrong with
Also,
that.
before the match started, they had a little graphic come up to hype up Dynamite, and out of nowhere, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, this Wednesday, Jon Moxley versus Juice Robinson.
Sign
For real.
me up.
For real, how could I miss that? God damn it! What
You,
was
you
I?
were you were busy staring at Pretty Ricky, they call him.
Yeah, that's true.
be
He is
fair.
damn pretty. He is pretty Ricky.
And
That he is.
we didn't even notice it either. I don't think it was like, oh, John Moxley versus Juice, and then we moved on, and then I think it hit later.
I guess it's a good thing why I'm the one who takes notes then.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, then again, I was out of commission, just watching good wrestling and not bitching too much.
Yeah, anytime I see anything pop up in the lower third, I just pause the show, write it down.
Is this the first time Juice and Mox have faced each other outside of New Japan?
I want to say yes.
Yeah, this might be their first encounter, non-New Japan related.
I don't think they face each other.
And by the way, that's not just Juice Robinson; it's rock hard Juice Robinson.
That's right, Biz Cliz, baby! Biz Cliz, Biz Cliz, Biz Cliz. But let's not distract from the match itself. This lights out match was, as Shin put it, not as brutal as the last ones, but it got the message across and got an excellent main event win.
A lot of
Ricky
people
Starks.
are going to think lights out, as in there's going to be blood, it's going to be ultra violent. This one was different, but just as violent, just as brutal. Can you think of it in the same vein as Ilya Dragunov versus Walter?
Yeah.
Maybe not as graphically violent as that, but in that same vein. Yeah, there were some chairs and all that stuff. If it's no DQ, you're going to do that. And there's going to be tables, and if there's going to be Logan Paul's, Mace, as soon as... No, wait, Monk. Monk was on the call. Oh, there's a Logan Paul. He was referring to the table because Logan Paul called himself the table. I am the table.
I feel bad for Matthew of Botchamania. His mentions were absolutely destroyed that day.
Yeah.
They were. They fucking were. I didn't have to tweet about it. It was right fucking there.
It's probably like
So if there's a
didn't hear
table
about
spot in that Crown Jewel match, and the table doesn't fuck up, how the fuck is it not I am the tableception? See, yeah. Oh, and JC, Matty bringing up Ilya Dragunov said that he came back, and he did come back in NXT, as a matter of fact.
hooray!
Yes.
He isn't back. He came back in the tape episode of NXT. Same color scheme, but obviously the logo is different, and the thing that was covering the logo is not lit up to be colorful. It's black and gold looking thing. So transitional episode, like the same way they did with the black and gold to the multicolor vomit. That's what it was. AEW in Toronto, baby. Kurt Crystal, he's going in a couple of weeks. You're excited. Cannot says, I blame ya.
Anyways, that is all I have this week, unless either of you have anything.
Oh. Shin, you want to go first?
Yeah, nothing.
Folks, thank God for Aaron Rift over at NoDQ.com. T-Dub, you brought up the person that was more over than Disco Inferno. Funny you mentioned that motherfucker.
Did he talk shit again?
He did it again.
Here we go.
According to NoDisqualification.com, Aaron Rift, quote, former WCW wrestler says MJF's biggest flaw is that he, quote, consistently uses cheap heat, end quote, end quote. If I didn't say it was Disco, you would think, oh, it's Disco again, and I would say you're fucking right. Quote, during Conan's Keeping It 100 podcast, so you know it's Disco Inferno at this point. Former WCW wrestler Disco Inferno commented on MJF's character since returning to AEW television, and I quote, fuck Disco Inferno, because Michael Cole is actually getting decent on commentary, by the way, so the joke no longer is good. I'm gonna give them a little bit of more time than 1 week. MJF is a ratings draw. This show is drastically worse without him on the show than with him. He's not wrong in that point. MJF is good. And they did miss him a tad. I think he's a draw, but I think his biggest flaw, and no one talks about this, he constantly uses cheap heat in every single promo he does. It's completely not necessary for his character. He does not have to, quote, courtesy of sportskeeda.com. Tell me you don't know MJF's character without telling me you don't know MJF's character. Hey, Glenn? Hey, another douchebag named Glenn. One of them runs a town, one's Disco Inferno. Kane is more over than Disco Inferno. Hey, Glenn? That whole cheap heat shit, that's part of his fucking character, you fucking idiot. The cheap heat shit? That's part of his character. That's baked in.
What next? You're gonna fault Mick Foley for always going for the cheap pop? That's part of his character. He always goes for the cheap pop.
It's as if he's going after Hulk Hogan for overposing. For hot dogging and grandstanding.
Hot dogging and grandstanding.
It's as if he's going with Macho Man Randy Savage for the gruff voice, like it's necessary. Of course, it's necessary. You fucking idiot. It's as if he's going after Stone Cold Steve Austin for drinking beer post match. You know what? Thank you, Disco. At least the grunting gag has a reason to exist again. Fire and Ice, more over than Disco Inferno.
That's because Ice Train's a legend.
And Disco is not.
Legendary.
Oh, Kurt Crystal with the best part. Hey, Disco, I have an idea. Oh, yeah, what was it again? Oh, yeah. Dig up, stupid. Could not agree more. Dancing bananas are more... No, Slick. Bananas in pajamas more over than Disco Inferno.
Oh, goddamn, that brings back memories.
You and our buddy Darren as well. I retweeted that, said that exact phrase, and he said, oh, wow.
Wow, back to my childhood as well.
Cure Crystal, constipation is more over than Disco Inferno.
Okay, let's not get crazy here. No. I draw the line there, good sir.
The missing the ability to poop is more over than Disco Inferno. You know what, T-Dub? I'm inclined to agree a tad on that. You know what? Dare I say? I'll say it. Candy corn is more over than Disco Inferno. Fuck it.
Hey, I don't mind candy corn.
That's going a bit too far for me. I fucking hate candy corn.
Yeah. And yet, it's still more over than Disco Inferno.
By a sliver.
By a sliver. By the way, I can't be the only one doing this gag. Come on, guys. Contribute.
Shit. You've never had candy corn flavored soda?
I have. I almost murdered 100 people after having it. So unless you want me to go out committing mass murders and stuff, keep candy corn away from me.
Even candy corn flavored soda. Jeez Louise.
Oh, Car Junkie, pineapple on pizza more over than Disco Inferno. Okay, you two need to contribute here a little bit.
Well, I already gave mine for the show, but if you need another one, here's one for you. Here's one.
Yeah.
Fallout 76 on launch day more over than Disco Inferno.
Ooh. Oh.
Okay. I gotta bust this out. Alright. Got no choice. Sonic Genesis is more over than Disco Inferno.
Oh.
Sonic 06 is more over than Disco Inferno because at least people can have fun with the memes.
Very true. Very true.
Except for Zelda. She's mad because she didn't want that hussy touching her man.
We almost went the whole show. Come on, God. Shin.
I'm just telling you that Zelda is very territorial about her man, and some bland red-haired tramp is slobbing all over him while he's dead, and she doesn't have that. She's not having that. No.
Fuck's sakes.
Couple of things. JC saying calling Pete Dunne Butch is more over than Disco Inferno. Fair. Guts. Is School Days more over than Disco Inferno?
We'll have to consult with Shade.
We need a third party. We're a fourth party on this one. Cure Crystal. Katie Vick's storyline is more over than Disco Inferno. CJ, E.T. the video game is more over than Disco Inferno. Sonic Underground is more over than Disco Inferno. That's gonna. Sorry, if TJ, if you're twitching by accident, we're sorry.
Yeah.
TWK, JC, T-Dub, did you forget the Cosmic Kiryu conversation from earlier on the show?
That wasn't specifically mentioning Sonic, though. I was hoping he could avoid that for just 1 week!
Nope. Never. And of course, that meme just whispered in the ears. Hold my nuggets. See, I don't need to say it. If you're a Chiseled Adonis fan, you know exactly what follows. But that's another story for another day. Let us do the winners and losers, gentlemen.
I wasn't going to have a D-Cell Battery Award because there was a lot of good this week, but thank you, Matty, for giving me a good subject for the D-Cell Battery Award. And once again, trying to take the title away from Ryback is none other than Glenn Gilberti, a.k.a. Disco Inferno. Just, you don't know it. It's ironic that you talk about someone drawing heat when you couldn't draw heat either. You couldn't draw cheers. You're like Vincent Van Gogh without any hands. You can't draw.
Wow.
So yeah, just.
All right, hold on there. Vincent Van Gogh could at least draw with his mouth if needed be.
And he'd still be halfway decent, and his art would still probably be on the walls there at the museums.
Okay, then he's Bob Ross without any hands.
Fair.
So, Glenn, when are you going to realize that you are a joke? You are the emperor who goes around thinking he's wearing good clothes, but you're just running around naked. And unfortunately, after seeing you naked, the women don't find anything appealing about you. Let's just say your inferno was a very small inferno, if you get what I mean. And as for my loser, maybe I can just throw a kind of one to Diamante versus Jade Cargill. It was just a match that was there. And on a Grand Slam that we had some great ass matches on a night where we had one of the greatest, a match of the year candidate match. It was just there.
Just a victim of just being up against fierce competition.
It's not that it's terrible. It's just I had to get it. It's a loser because what was already on the show. So
yeah.
Unfortunately, I had to give it to that. But
Guts, some people snitched on me having COVID when I was trying to go to Grand Slam. Wait, Guts, did you actually have COVID? Because if you're trying to go to a public thing with COVID, that's wrong.
That's no good.
You're not supposed to do that. That's the opposite of good.
No.
To be fair.
Yeah. Also, now that I think about it, another loser, Trina. Would it hurt you to emote, woman?
Yeah, I'm glad I thought that she was a bit wooden out there.
She is like the opposite of wanting to be there. And
Yeah,
she
DJ
was in front of a crowd.
Yeah, like when DJ Wu Kid and Fabulous came out, they were super excited.
Yeah. Because it's fabulous. Everybody loves Fabulous.
But when Trina came out, she just, I guess she was trying to do the whole baddest bitch Stone Cold thing where she was just like an ice queen or something.
She's taking the rapper's acting course from the mid to late 2000s. Be stone faced and show no emotion whatsoever and pretend like you're acting. Unfortunately, the RZA followed that a lot during his acting career, up until Nobody. That's all I got.
Guts. Okay, so I just confirmed. Yes, I have COVID-19. I still want to go to the main event. Okay, Guts, and this is for anyone. I don't care if even if it's a cold. If you're still responsible for spreading COVID-19. What if it hits one of the wrestlers and they fucking die? Now, obviously, if they're vaccinated, it's less of a chance. But Guts, no. Not when we're still in the middle of a global goddamn pancetta.
Yeah, that's a big no. It's a big no for me as well.
If you got COVID, sell your fucking tickets. Let someone else go.
Damn near half my family has gotten COVID, and in one instance, one of them didn't make it. So I take this kind of shit too seriously. So you got the NID, stay home.
It sucks. It really does.
It sucks, and yeah, that's a lot of shit going on. By the way, that's part of the reason why I haven't gone to a wrestling show in a while. I know I don't have it. I've tested myself plenty of times and still negative.
Yeah, and thankfully it's in here, but sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry.
If you got the vid, stay the fuck home. Period. Sorry, Guts. I don't mean that this is not just you. This is for everybody. If you got the vid, I don't care if you paid $1,000. Sell the fucking tickets. There will be other shows. Especially if you're in New York, there will be other shows.
Oh, AEW loves New York. They can't stop going there.
As people trying to snitch on you having COVID, there's a fucking reason. They don't want everyone else to get fucking sick.
Yeah, more likely than not. And as for my loser, I'll just give
JC. If you got the vid, watch the show on vid. Perfect.
Oh, nice little rhyme.
There you go.
Nice rhyme. Everyone else in my family had, and that day I tested positive. That just means stay the fuck home, kid. That's it. Sorry, them's the rules. I don't fucking make them. For the betterment of mankind, you want to fuck it up. Anyways,
for me, I'll just give Disco Inferno my loser of the week.
I'm shocked no one brought this up on the show, and I should have brought it up when we were asking for it, but this may surprise you. My loser this week, Bobby Fish.
Oh yeah.
How can we forget that? Shit.
Oh,
Yeah, the
folks.
fact that he was constantly talking up Triple H and how much he loves Triple H and how much
He is
There's a
loving
relationship
Triple H,
with him.
loving the Fed, hates CM Punk. Oh, you want to hear the best part? Not only is he actively trying to get back to the Fed, he tried to get Adam Cole and Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly to go with him.
Thank you for reminding me. He's on my losers list now.
There you go. And by the way, boys, he's on Impact. So you T-Dub, you got someone to hate. Shin, you got someone to hate. Now I got someone to fucking hate.
I'll come up with a running gag for him by next week.
Thank you.
Well, there's already one running guy with him on Twitter, and that he's the world's oldest wrestler. I mean, he's the guy who trained Abraham Lincoln.
No, that distinction would go to everyone. OSW's favorite senior citizen, Jerry Lynn.
Jerry Lynn. By the way, the 5-day thing still counts. So if you're going to Chicago or going to another show in 5 days from being positive, that's fine. You're going to be fine. But trying to go to a show the day you test positive, sell your fucking tickets, kids. It ain't worth the deep shit. And when you think, it's gonna spread, some people will find out, and if they get a wild hair up their ass, they'll call their fucking lawyer. Don't think about your health thing. Thinking about if my wallet might get fucked.
And your bank account.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm not gonna jump on it, but I'm just saying, if you got COVID, folks, don't. Stay home. Seriously. Can't believe I have to say that.
Jack Wagons out there.
There are some idiots out there. Anyway. Bobby Fish. Fucking idiot. Fucking loser. Just, hate him. I want to come back. He signs for Impact.
I have to wonder if when he was signing, he was like, all right, hold on. You know, like Scott D'Amore was like, hold on, let me just make a few phone calls. Hey, Tony, I got one of your former guys. Are you sure you don't want him back? You sure? Okay. Picks up the phone again. Hey, Mr. Levesque. Here you're still the head of talent relations. Got a guy here. Says he's friends with you. You sure you don't want him? You sure? Are you sure? All right, I guess we'll sign him.
Makes a big deal. Tries to make a big deal. They say, I want to be back in the Fed with the boys. Look, my first thought when I heard this was, you know what? Despite the shit, he's still a great wrestler. He's still going to be good.
Yeah.
He will make a great X Division champion. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that about a world champion? You believe a guy like Bobby Fish is world champion material? I'm sorry, bud. No.
Mm-mm.
He's a world tag team champion. Absolutely. X Division champion? Hey, it's not just the high-flying shit. Samoa Joe was a great X Division champion because there were no limits on the level of pain you could do. You could be a throwback to that style.
Also, the current X Division champion also implements some martial arts skills.
Speedball Mike Bailey versus Bobby Fish? Sign me up.
I would not be opposed to Fish chasing the world title, but getting it? No.
Hey, Josh Alexander versus Bobby Fish, world title or not world title, one-on-one? Great idea.
Bang.
Don't put the belt on that idiot. Especially after he just praised the competition while in contract and probably was the reason why AEW had to contact AEW going, hey, stop it with the goddamn contract tampering, you fucks. Bobby Fish probably got that shit going.
Also, there are people saying that, according to a rumor going around, there are some people that believe that Bobby Fish was the real League and not the Elite.
If that's the case, fuck you, Bobby.
First time I'm hearing about it, but yeah.
Same here. But if that's the case...
Just a Twitter rumor. Just a Twitter rumor.
It's a rumor.
Just people trying to put pieces together.
It would not surprise me. In the slightest, if that's what happened. Not in the light. Anyway, wieners, everybody, wieners.
Win-Rs are pretty much anything that has to do with wrestling this week. This has been a very good week for wrestling. Raw's been good. I heard SmackDown was great. We got lead-ups to Bray Wyatt's return. War Games is coming to Survivor Series, so that should be good.
If that's on a Saturday, folks, that might be a first case of we're doing a Friday show. I doubt any one of us would want to miss that.
Yeah. Grand Slam, great event. We had some great matches, even including that women's four-way match. Saraya making her debut there. Mox is the new world champion. Jungle Boy versus Ray Phoenix. If you haven't seen it, go watch that shit. It is wrestling excellence right there. And as for a posthumous winner, unfortunately for you trekkers out there, this week was a sad loss as Academy Award winning actress Louise Fletcher passed away today in her late 80s. She won an Academy Award for her portrayal of Nurse Ratched in the critically acclaimed Jack Nicholson film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
That was her?
That was her.
By the way, I love that movie.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, a movie to watch.
Yeah,
do it.
Great movie and also a great book.
Both. Read the book, watch the movie, have a good time.
But moreover, for Trek fans, she portrayed one of the greatest villains in the entire Star Trek series, from one of the greatest Star Trek series of all time, DS9. She played the villainous Pope of Bajor, Kai Wynn, duplicitous, bigoted, hateful, but somehow still very religious. She was made to be hated, like. From her first appearance to her death in the final episode, you just wanted to see this bitch get what was coming to her. That just shows you how good she was as an actress, and she will be missed. So, Miss Fletcher, may the prophets be with you, and the Power Wraiths.
And I salute her on a career well had.
Thank you.
Sure. Tito.
My one this week is just the world of wrestling. Seems like a lot of fun stuff happening this year, and it looks like it's not done yet.
Fair enough. I have to be specific. I did not put AEW in completely because there were a couple of off things, but look, we got to bring up some winners, and JC pointed out one of those, and it's all news. I saw it as well. And we will, of course, Tito already read it, but he knows already. The Acclaimed World Tag Champs. A little late, but never late. Better late than never. Great. Chris Jericho. Look, folks, some of you can shit on it all you want, but Jericho's Ring of Honor World Champion. I have no complaints. None. Some of you need to calm down. There are greater machinations at work. Kevin Nash, for pretty much telling CM Punk to shut the fuck up. I'm old, I'm tired. He was like, dude, I was his age. I was his fucking age when he was trying to shit on me during his run. And he flat out just said, shut the fuck up.
I saw that. That was glorious.
I get to meet the man in a couple of months.
Ask him to show him his scar from the Punisher.
Ooh. Fair.
Yeah.
Paige, or, Saraya. Welcome back. I hope you do well. Sami Zayn, because goddamn, when he gets beaten up and kicked out of the bloodline, there's gonna be a heart wrencher, and it's the beginning of Sami Zayn as a big time main event guy, if he wasn't already, of course. And JC brought it up in the chat. I'll bring it up here. The Great Okan. I don't know if it was this week or last week or whatever, but Great Okan beat up. He was doing his regular thing, being a wholesome perv. There are pictures of him in Vegas enjoying the nightlife, so I'm not surprised. He's enjoying the nightlife in Japan, and he sees a dude trying to beat up a child, a minor. Great Okan said, "Hey, knock it off." The child molester went, "Fuck off." Great Okan decides to beat the fuck out of him. And of course, the little girl thanks him. Thank you so. Yes, you're so courageous. Great Khan would say, "No, dude, I took more courage to say something than for me to beat him up."
Yeah, I remember reading about that story a while ago. It's
yeah, the tweet is from March 31st. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I remember reading about that at the time and just thinking, wow, this guy really is wholesome at the end of the day.
Wholesome pervert. And you know what? It's just a reminder that not every wrestler is a piece of shit.
There are some good ones out there.
There's some kinky motherfuckers. There are some burly motherfuckers, but not all of them are, that.
I remember this, for some reason, this reminds me of when Bryan Danielson beat up 2 people who were trying to break into his house while he was rehabbing one of his arms.
And this was that was shortly after his father died, too.
Yeah. He was not in the mood.
I did a running gag on that for a while when it happened.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did.
Where the way they broke in, they were leaving, and Bree comes in. Daniel, some guys broke in and stole your father's stuff, and he just started going, no, 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 no. And he runs out the house screaming no, and then puts one of the guys in the belt lock. That's how I know it happened.
Yeah. The other one in a cattle mutilation. But he's only got one arm. He found the way. But yeah.
That's how you know you're a bad motherfucker, when you beat up 2 people with one arm.
By the way, 31 minutes ago, apparently Renee Paquette got blocked by Teddy Long.
What?
That's the thing that's been going on the last couple of hours. Teddy Long.
Renee Paquette, she's like one of the most wholesome people in wrestling.
The account run by Teddy Long, or the Twitter account belonging to Teddy Long, and I say this because there's no fucking way he could go private and block every goddamn buddy. Blocked a couple of my buddies, got local wrestling buddies. Blocked a lot of personalities. He blocked
some people from Fightful.
And now Renee Paquette got blocked. And the account, if you look at Teddy at Teddy Play Long, you know how it's spelled. It's gone private. It's got the little lock to say it's gone private. It's got the check mark, so it is technically Teddy Long's Twitter, but you can't follow him. And apparently, people who follow him are getting blocked left, right, and center.
Cardona
and now Renee Paquette.
Cardona hasn't been blocked.
Well, that's surprising, I guess.
But Edge has.
What?
Yeah, Alex just posted a screen cap. Edge has been blocked by Teddy Long.
What's going on here? Like
what? And Gibby not blocked by Teddy Long, not blocked by John Cena, not blocked by Hornswoggle. Hi, Gibby.
Fuck.
Oh man, what is going on there?
I wonder if his account got hacked.
That'd be my guess, because Jesus, you don't go in scorched earth like that. Either you said something stupid, or someone took over your phone for a couple of seconds, long enough to switch shit around.
Oh, this one, something is really wrong if he blocked this person.
What?
He blocked the Blue Meanie.
Oh, fuck.
As well.
He just said, Teddy blocked me years ago, and I have no idea why.
Oh, so years ago.
Yeah, but he just posted. He said, "Yeah, you're not the only ones. Teddy's been doing this." And
yeah, but to do it, so yeah, Ross Tweddell, he couldn't sleep. He just found out why he got blocked by Teddy. This is something that's obviously people blocking on Twitter. That's a new thing. That's not a new thing, but this has been. Joe Gacy got blocked.
The fuck?
Joe Gacy. That's not an irregular thing. It's just the frequency and the amount of people who are getting blocked.
I mean, it's one thing when Ryback blocked.
Sammy Guevara got blocked.
I mean, it's one thing. It's understandable if Ryback blocks you because you probably said something to hurt his fragile little ego. But Teddy Long is blocking all these people, like
yeah. And this started literally a couple of hours ago, but before we went on air. This is literally half an hour before we get on air. people are posting they're getting blocked by Teddy Long, and it's a rash. And folks, if you're a public personality, unless you just want a break, you go private, you turn your Twitter off for a couple of weeks, that's fair. If you want to go private just to stay away from it, fair enough. But block and going private, in that amount of immediacy, something's up. JD from New York, he got blocked.
Ah, come on. JD loves Teddy Long. What? Max Caster got...
Wait, Max Caster
hasn't been blocked.
Has not been blocked. Okay, yeah, I see it too. I'm on Twitter, by the way. By the way, we might as well go for the plugs right now while I investigate.
Yeah,
so
this is...
Yeah, Shin, plug away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to plug some stuff. I'm plugging my YouTube channel, Max Acorn, and hit me up because it's almost the spooky season, and I've decided to re-record my live reading of Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I did it years ago. It's been my most popular stuff, so I figured since I got a little bit more experience and better equipment, why not do the better of it? So I'm going to be doing that. Still downloading some music for Marvel Champions. Got that in the pipeline. If you want to help me out and help the family out, this has been a rough week for us. So, PayPal.com/Shintigercurl. If you already got a book, cop the book. And sorry, I'm still distracted on what the fuck is going on with Teddy Long. So that's all I got to plug. Damn.
A couple of my buddies got blocked. I can confirm both Darren and a few other buddies got blocked. T-Dub, go right ahead with your plugs there. You got a video on Patreon.
Yep, it's on patreon.com/TWK Reviews. It'll be on my YouTube channel within the next several days, but for that, it will be on hero-club.com. That's hero-club.com tomorrow night.
Someone on Twitter got blocked by Teddy Long. Said this is a 2022 version of having to go one-on-one with The Undertaker, showing a screenshot of the thing saying he's blocked. Of course, if Hairball had to ask, what the fuck did you do to get blocked by the player? Of course, you want to see the video early. If you want to see it right now, even $1 gets you in on patreon.com/TWK Reviews. Otherwise, the video will be up. The link is in the chat for you folks on the live situation. The PayPal, of course, I got my tip jar, paypal.me/MattyJ316. I'm going to arrange a stop, and at this point, I'm gathering what I call around my screw around money. You know, the merch floor money. So if you want to send some money, I always say donations are optional, but very much appreciated. So it is that's still the thing. Follow us on Twitter at MattyJ316, at TWK Official, and at Shintigercurl. Emails, the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. We got time now. That's gonna do. We got merch. We got a Discord in the chat, in the description, and all of that good stuff. This is becoming the search for other people who got blocked by Teddy Long.
Oh, from the look of it, I just found somebody said that apparently that's not Teddy Long's Twitter handle.
Oh.
Apparently, it's supposed to be at Teddy Play Along, and he said that he hasn't blocked anybody, and that's not his page because his page has a blue sticker. So it seems like
no, actually no, but it's showing. It is showing that blue sticker though, showing blue sticker and everything.
Well, I'm just reading what I see, but whatever the case, I hope he's got hacked because I don't
this is either someone's fucking around. Or people have followed the wrong fucking thing, or
it is the verified account.
Blue sticker and all verified, yeah.
It's not just something copy and paste onto the name. You click on the sticker itself and it says verified.
It's there. To be continued, if there is a continuance to this, of course.
I do hope we find some answers to this because this is quite bizarre.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. That's going to do it for our show, though, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you so much for tuning in and saying hello once again. We're back here next week. Extreme Rules coming up. Cross versus McIntyre strap match, by the way. That's a thing. On behalf of everybody, including Shintigercurl.
And time. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Yeah, this was a great run.
That was a cursed run, though. Not our PB.
Not our personal best, but
hey, for a marathon run, solid.
Yeah, very solid. Thank you, everyone.
And TWK.
Getting whacked by Tay Long is still more over than Disco Internet.
You know what would be quite ironic? Tomorrow we find out Disco's bitching about the fact that he got blocked by Teddy Long. That'd be funny as hell if that were to happen. My name's Matty Jay, reminding you to help professional wrestling support independent promotion as soon as possible. We'll talk to you next Saturday night, everybody. We're better than the main event, baby. Have a good one, have a safe one. We'll talk to you next week. Bye, everybody. Bye! And now, the Shades' reaction to Sammy Guevara's Dragon Ball Z video.
Son of a nope monster! Why the does all this happen to me? My life always surrounded by miserable pink like this whole world just likes to bend me over and me in the like I'm some sort of receptacle. Well, as far as I care, these miserable can have a fancy barbecue with a goddamn pig.
Recycled joke? Maybe. But recycling is good for the earth.